Hey, wonderful peeps. I want to talk about meditation, the do's and the don'ts, and the different things you may have heard. So, there are many, many different types of meditation, and so many that I can't list them here. But let me give you some examples. And these are different ones I've tried. So, we have mindfulness. Now, that's a type of meditation. You've probably heard a lot about it. And it is a fantastic, wonderful tool. There is mantra meditation, which most popular mantra that you might have heard of is Om. My pronunciation's not fantastic. And that is beautiful because it vibrates through your body. It's just so lovely. And it gives you something to focus on. So it's really great for anyone who really, really struggles with that focus. Or so transcendental meditation is where you get assigned your own mantra, and that's really lovely as well. For me, I love guided meditation and breath meditation, which is why you see both of those on my channel. Guided because I'm a storyteller, I'm a writer, I'm a coach, all of these things. I'm a very visual person. I'm a dreamer, I suppose. So that's why guided works for me. And it worked really well when I was first meditating because it gave me something to focus on. And that was really important because my mind wanted to go off in all of these different places. Breath meditation. So I learnt, you may have heard about it in a previous video, I learnt to meditate when I was 12 at school. A wonderful nun at school taught me to meditate, and the rest of our class. I still remember the moment. She said, lie down. It was in a darkened room, and she took us through a beautiful meditation that actually you can see on my channel, which is fantastic for kids. And that meditation I didn't know was meditation. I continued doing for years because it helped me manage my migraines and my headaches and bring them back to a level that was not extreme and allowed me to continue to function. So breath meditation I then learned. So I didn't know I was meditating, and I continued doing those meditations, and as my headaches got less, I was doing less of these meditations. And then in my early 20s, I went up on a mountain and joined a retreat, and I meditated for 3 days, didn't look at anyone, didn't speak to anyone, and was really in the zone of meditation. I'll admit I don't think I was ready for that, but that moment in time has lived with me now, because that technique is something I continued to do and use because I had learnt it so well in that time, because I was meditating from 6 a.m. till late at night. So meditation is many things. I then dipped in and out of meditation, and I joined, I think it's 30 days of meditation that Oprah and Deepak run a couple of times a year. I did that. I think it was 30 days, and that's great because it's nice and short. They do a talk at the beginning and then 10-minute meditation, and that really got me into a flow probably 4 years ago. And it was at that point, but I still danced around meditation, came back to it, dropped it, came back to it, dropped it. And it wasn't until I decided, 2 and a bit years ago, with a friend, and we were having a difficult time, and I said to her, let's do 40 days of meditation. It was the beginning of the year, and she said, okay. So we did 40 days of meditation. It was 10 minutes a day. If I couldn't do 10 minutes, I'd do 1 minute. And it was that practice that started me on the journey I'm on now, where I teach meditation classes. It started me on the journey to be a coach to help people to make change in their life. And just to live a happy life. I came back to myself again, and meditation was really that strong piece. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be long. Some people meditate 20 minutes a day, some people 10 minutes a day, some people some days. So I personally meditate 10 minutes most days. Do I always practice? No. Do I notice when I'm not practicing? Yes, very much. I find I get snappier quickly, things build up. I just don't have the same clear perspective that I do when I meditate. And meditate just it's like keeping me in a healthy version of myself, but a healthy mental version. So you eat good things to keep your body healthy, and meditation is keeping my mind healthy, and the way I think and my perspective and the way I see the world. And I can jump on the tube now, and I just don't get pissed off the way I probably would have before I was meditating. Might also have something to do with the fact that I don't catch the tube every day as well. But I started that 40 days of meditation, and that was the real change. I did another 40 days, and from there on and here I am now. And some days all I have in me is to meditate for a minute. It might be I've gone out for the night and I've come home late, and when I'm in that practice and flow of meditation, it's a minute's enough. So I want you not to think that there is a right or a wrong way. There's certain meditation types of meditation that you can do that require you to sit a certain way, and that's about breath and flow and alignment and so many different things that I'm not an expert on. For me, meditation and the type of meditation I do is all about accessibility, about fitting it into my life and just making it easy and something that I can do everywhere. So let's talk about sitting or positions. So I personally like to sit either in a chair with my feet firmly on the ground, and I do that when I need to feel grounded. Having my feet flat on the ground helps me feel grounded, and I know I'm not grounded when I'm forgetting things. I'm running out the door. I'm in that rush state, and maybe I'm can't remember if I turned the stove off. It's just all of those things, and I just don't feel myself. So meditation helps bring me back as well. So I sit on the floor, which is another technique. I love sitting cross-legged on the floor. Sit in a yoga position if you want. You can sit with your legs out if that feels comfortable. When I first started practicing, I would sit with my back against a wall because I couldn't sit for long periods of time. And that is something that became practice over time. So lie down as well. As I said, I first learned to meditate lying down, and sometimes I still do. I'll lie in bed and I think, I just need to just come back. I just need 1 minute of breathing, and that just gets me in a place to set me up for sleep as well. So there is no right or wrong. It is about breathing and focus, and it's about the breath and getting the breath in your body and back in, and it is about breathing as deeply as you can. And I know that is something that's difficult for some, that when I do classes, not everyone can breathe all the way into the belly. So I know you can breathe into your lungs, into your stomach, great. But I want you to start to practice, if you're meditating and you're starting to feel comfortable with meditation, pull that breath into your belly. And to do that is to push your belly out. That's sort of the first way to start to do that. So if you're meditating with me, just breathe. And if your mind wanders, that's okay. That's really natural. And that happens to me. There's days where my to-do list just comes flooding into my head, or I haven't done this or I haven't done that. And if it's important and something that I know I won't remember after the meditation, I will quickly stop, write it down. Otherwise, it just plays on my mind, and then I'll come back and I'll sit again and I'll start my meditation. So if that's what's important for you, then do that. So it's really just doing what's right for you. And if you can't meditate for any longer than a minute, then start with a minute, as often as possible, and maybe go 5 times a week. Do you think you can do that? Do you think you can start meditating for 1 minute every single day, and find your time that works? It might be sitting on the loo at lunchtime at work. It might be before work. It might be after work. So for me, I am not great at getting up in the morning and meditating. I meditate after I've got up and I've just sort of set myself up for the day. I do set a nice intent when I meditate. So I sort of think, okay, what's my day going to be like? What do I want my intent to be? Kindness. Have I got a call that I'm thinking about? Have I got a coaching session? Have I got a meditation class? And I just sort of set that intent. What do I want my day to look and feel like? And that's important to me. So find your time for practice, and that could be, as it was for me when I was first starting my consistent practice, and that was the second I got through the door when I came home. So nothing distracted me. I would put my bag down and I would meditate. Otherwise, the second I sat down or I cooked dinner or did all of those things, it was easy for my mind to make an excuse, or for me to make an excuse of why no, not tonight. So by doing it the second I came through the door, there was no choice. There was none of that choice in my mind, whereas, I will or I won't. It was just a practice. And on the days I couldn't do that 10 minutes, I would do the 1 minute, because we all know we have 1 minute. And I know there's a lot of parents, a lot of friends I have parents, they come home, they want to see them, but just pop to the loo, sit on the loo for a minute. And I know some of my friends will be watching this and saying, but it's, the door doesn't lock and things like that, or pop in the, when you do it in the shower. So maybe for you, for parents who are finding it difficult, take an extra minute in the shower. So start your practice, make it consistent, and then build on the time. If that is the right way for you, then do that. It's about consistency and practice, and build up to 10 minutes a day most days, because that is what studies have proven. 10 minutes most days, and that's what is helpful, and that's where the benefits start to come in. And they say it can make you look younger. I'm still waiting for that one. All right, have a great day, and I will chat to you later, and I will do another video next on breathing.